Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for growing with me on today. God bless you. God bless you as you grow. It's hot outside. It is hot out here. It's about as hot out here as it is inside a GOP conference room. You hear me? I'm telling you, today the testimony of the 4 police officers gave me a new admiration for the job that they do. Protecting those lawmakers, protecting themselves. Did you see that crowd? They were outnumbered. It's amazing, and it's only by the grace of God that they are here today. You know, God intervened. I'm telling you, when the police officer said, "I got kids," he said, "I want to appeal to humanity," and that's exactly what he did. Humanity reached out, God and somebody reached out and saved him and pulled him to safety. So I thank God for that. But hear this and open up some eyes, honey. This right here done open up some eyes, because see, it's some folks on the other side that want to get to the truth, that want to find out what happened, where the facts gonna lead. I can tell you where they gonna lead, but let's just wait and see. I can tell you already, because I seen it years ago with the trip to Russia. You know, it all started then. You know, it's all been a show, a great big show, and in the end, it didn't turn out the way they wanted, my friend. So they thought they were going to do some different things. You know, they had a noose waiting outside, all kind of different surprises, all kind of different things going on. The hate came for the lawmakers. This was hate, pure hate, evil. Face to face with hate. It was a terrible thing to see the Confederate flag walking through the sacred rotunda. So, you know, now we on the path to righteousness with that. We ain't gonna dwell on that. You know, thank God that we have justice in that. Thank God that we have a committee that's bipartisan that really wants to see the truth and are determined to get to the bottom of it, no matter where the facts may lead. You hear me? Okay, so God bless them for that as they go on the path of righteousness, you know, no matter what adversities they may face, because sure enough, they getting ready to face some. Hate evil, and hate gonna go down fighting, you know. But the righteous shall prevail. You know, the prayer of a righteous man availeth much. The righteous shall prevail. You hear me? God shall prevail in the end. God shall prevail, because in the end, God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. It don't matter what you may have heard. It don't matter what you may have seen. We've seen some terrible scenes. Over our lifetime, we done seen some tragedies. But I can tell you right now, God is moving. God is growing. God is rising. God is lifting. God is touching. God is sowing. God is giving some people they breakthrough. God is reaching for you. All you got to do is pray the love forward, start loving, going forth in love and forgiveness. See, this is a ministry, but this ministry is a little bit different, you see. It ain't about your life, you see. It ain't about how you gonna step up in here, see, because you ain't got to step nowhere except be in your house and grow from there. So that way you avoid the spiritual warfare. The spiritual warfare is out there, honey. You can't go nowhere. You can't get nowhere. You can't do nothing. Can't go nowhere. See, I'm going to keep on going. It don't matter the spiritual warfare. It don't matter what's going on around me, honey. I got to keep going on in God. See, because look, the spiritual warfare is out there every day. As you going on for a better way, you going on in righteousness. You may be doing the speed limit. You may just be trying to make a turn, honey. They ain't even want to let you make a turn. They don't want to let you do the speed limit. They gonna ride your tail until you go faster. See, because that way, up ahead is something waiting on you. So then, as they get through, they got their evil breakthrough. As the man that pulled you over. But see, we gonna do things differently. We gonna drive defensively. Because see, if you go ahead and speed up, that's not driving defensively. That's driving wrongly. So then them behind you gonna go ahead and get their evil breakthrough, you know, and then, you know, you never know. You know, there go the man waiting for you to take your ends. So now it's a different way to do it, my friend. We're gonna drive defensively. We're gonna start driving for everybody else and save ourselves. You know, so then you can stop at the stop sign and really see what's there. Really look around. Don't just pause and blow through it. You don't stop and look at God's beauty all around you. Look what God created. Look what thus said the Lord. Grow in God. Everything. Look around you. Look at the trees and everything. Look at the bushes and everything. Look at the grass. Everything is growing and rising to reach its greatness. Why shouldn't you? So it's time to grow too. It's time to grow for your breakthrough so you can get on through. God got a breakthrough for you. God got a blessing up ahead, destination up ahead, greatness. Greatness in God. It's time to rise. Give me the side. I love you. Pray the love forward. I talk fast and I talk like an ancestor, honey. I be trying to get the message out. I love God's beauty. I love being outside like this right here. You hear these birds? I just love being out here, honey. Ain't nothing in the lighthouse for me except my baby. And she doing some things. I'm so proud of her. She getting ready to be an actress and things. Honey, she got some stuff going on. She is growing. She truly, truly is. I'm so proud of her. I really am trying to make a difference, trying to bring awareness, trying to show love in the world. She's doing the same thing, except doing it in a child's way, and I'm really proud of her because she growing. She can't help but grow. Her mama growing. So her mama she gonna hear my mouth, honey. And she don't do wrong. I don't really get trouble out of her. I don't, besides she don't like to clean up. That's it. She don't like to do that. She never did, even when she was little. She didn't like to do that. She keep her room clean, do that, but that's it. The babies are spoiled. We spoil the babies a little bit. This generation really is a different generation than when we grew up. All I really got to do is raise my voice to my daughter, and then her tears well up, honey. But that's kind of like how I was when I was a kid. See, because I feared my mom. I was scared of my mama. No, she give you that look, honey. All it was that look. That look make you shrink right down and get on out of there and get on away from her. I'm telling you, mama didn't play, honey. And to this day, it still got fear of mama. What mama say? Okay. Well, make sure mama cool. Long mama cool, everything all right, honey. Always will love my mama, no matter what. She's my favorite girl. You only get one. You only get one. You only get one. You don't love mama, love daddy. You don't love sister, love brother, because now we growing in a better way. We gonna love one another, just sow love. Show love and sow love. Just see the beauty of everything. Stop focusing on the evil. Stop remember when he did such and such. I just, yeah, I love him and everything, but he did. Look, let's help him get on a better way. Let's show him a better way. I know about that and different things, but let's grab him up, rise him up, lift him up, and show him that he can really do some things. Let's get the talented and lost and show them the way, honey. There is a better way out here than the way they doing things today. It's time to rise up in God. It's time to grab our people. Evil is not going to take over. Evil is not going to take over this world. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. And like I say, I ain't got to know none of your business. See, because we going forth in love. God is the word. It ain't Thunderbird. It ain't what you heard. God is the word. That is the word. The word is love. We're going to keep on going in love. We're going to keep on showing love. Different skin, one love, one God who created us. Let's just go on in God. Let's just pass the side. You got the side. The side came from God. Pray the love forward. Pray the love forward to each other, brother, sister, one another. Boy and girl all around the world. God is good in every neighborhood. I'm telling you, honey, we got to keep going forth in righteousness. That's why I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm on the path of righteousness, on the path to realization of all my dreams and kings and queens. I'm on the path, on the journey. We've been on a journey. If you look past now, August 29th will be when the first Grow video was made. The podcast came in October. So October, it'll be a year for the podcast. I thank God. I thank God how we been on broadcast, how we in 49 countries and growing, how we rising, how I'm sowing. You sowing the seeds of love. You one by one till evil and hate are done. We gonna be the change because we want the world to change. We don't want evil to be prevalent. We want God to be prevalent and relevant because evil ain't none of that. Evil want to be, but evil has no authority. It has no control over you. It has no control over me. God showed me that, you see. God showed me that in the haunted house, that evil has no power over you except when you allow it to do. Just like when he asked me to turn my back on God and grow, but I told him no. I told him to go, because I'm going to go with God. I'm going to go ahead and grow with God, because it's either grow or die. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Grow or die. You grow in God or you're going to die. It's time to rise up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that foolishness. The Queen told me the other day, somebody asked her to come do it another way. She said, no, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm ready to go on a better way. I'm ready to go do something different, like go God's way, go rise in God. So here we grow. It's time. I'm telling you something, because if we sit up, slip up, think we got 6 days a week and one day to rush up, I'm telling you, evil got a heads up. Evil is out here 7 days a week, 24/7. Evil don't quit. I'm telling you, evil just keep on going. But see, like God, we got to keep on growing. We got to put God back in it. Because look, when you take God out of it, look what all done happened. Everything done fell apart. I'm telling you, I remember God in school. I wasn't no fool, honey. When I was in school, we got paddled. We got in trouble. We had respect for authority. And then you have respect for God. Ask some of the old people. Ask some of the older people about God, honey. That's what it is. We got some lost souls out here. We got to grab these children up, teach these children about the fear of God. See, because you lose you and your legacy. You and your legacy too will be through. It'll be done. So now it's time to get together. Son, it's time to rise up. Woman and man, it's time to come up. Here we stand. It's time to rise up in God. I'm telling you, it really truly is. It's time to come together. Rise as a people. Different skin, one love. That's what the freedom fighters were. Different skin, one love. They came together. Look, we done came up upon some real true divisiveness over the past 4 years. Because no matter what they say he did or didn't do for the African vote or the African people, one thing that he didn't do was stand up in Charlottesville. He didn't tell them, look, it's time, it's over with. These people got a right to be here just as much as you got a right to be here. Matter of fact, they can tell you some things, but see, we ain't even finna get off into that. But what he should have told them now it's time for a better way. It's time for us to rise up today. We're going to put the hate away. Love, not hate, will make the world great. Love drives out hate. Just like light drives out darkness, love drives out hate. So now we got to drive the hate out. See, that's what you didn't do, Mr. Trump. You didn't stand up in Charlottesville, so now we got to clean up all this mess. We got to clean it all up, and come back together. It's just like sewing up an old wound that you just went ahead and ripped open. The different things that you did and inciting different stuff. Just being silent on different things. You got to speak up, just like the president now did. When he stood up there and said he want to do away with white supremacy. That's just it. We want to do away with white supremacy. We all are equal here. Look at his cabinet. Look at those people up there. Look how he represents the country. Different skin, one love, one nation under God. That's what we are. All over here. Pass me the side. We supposed to be about love. We supposed to be about love each and every day. Not divisiveness, and evil. Killing, murderers. We are democracy over here. Things are done in different, decent, and in order. It's a way to go about doing things. And when it don't go your way, then you sit back and think something didn't go right. It's something you didn't do or something you didn't say. So go back and try to do it again. But not this time, my friend. You done really messed up because you really tore some stuff up, got some folks looking some different ways, looking all upside your head, looking at you a different way. So now, what we do as a people, we getting ready to come together. We getting ready to unite. We getting ready to unite one nation under God. We getting ready to put this evil aside. We getting ready to put this hate out. It's a right and a wrong way to do everything. It's a right and a wrong way to do everything. That's why you want to always be on the path of righteousness. Because what you do and speak over your life, that is your life. What you put in your body, that is your body. That is you. You represent you. So now it's time. It ain't never too late till it's too late to repent and come a better way to God. You ain't got to tell nobody. You ain't got to walk up to the altar. You ain't got to do none of that church foolishness. You ain't got to raise your hand and turn around, see who looking first. You ain't got to do none of that. Just go to God now. Ask God for forgiveness. Turn around for a better way. We going to walk a spiritual path. I'm going to show you the right way to get to God step by step. The right way to get to God is G-O-D. You ain't got to have classes or levels and fees and all these different things, honey. When you get off the podcast, turn around, you say, in God we trust on the money. Turn around and just give God your life. Lord, I just let go and let you. Lord, before I do this, I'm going to meditate it to you and see what you say. See where you take me, God. See where we going to go today, God. Put God on the GPS. That way you won't mess up. You won't get in no mess. You know, I'm telling you, spiritual warfare is out there every day, honey. They out to destroy you. You in the way of what they trying to do. They ain't even got time to wait in line. You know, in the grocery store. Oh my God. You know, just they see what's going on. You know, we in a pandemic. We in something right now. This is something different than we ever been in. And I pray for this country. I pray for the world. I pray that we rise above this, but I see it happening. I see us coming through this. I see us rising as a people. I see us coming together as a world. One nation, one world under God, different skin, one love, one God who created us. And that is what the freedom fighters taught us. They taught us love. They taught us to come together. And the civil rights campaign was always a campaign of love and nonviolence. It always was. That's what they always represented. You know, even as they got beat down, different things happened to them, honey, they still got up and sat back down. They came together. They was together one for another, each other. So now we done came upon with somebody done ripped that wound back open. But honey, God is the healer. God is the healer of that wound. And matter of fact, as the wound heals, it's going to be even better. The scar going to go away and everything because we're going to grow all over it. We're going to grow all on top of it. You know, ain't going to be nothing there no more except love. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We're going to rise together as a people, come together in love. You know, because that's one thing that God cannot do is fail. God is moving, honey. And as long as there's breath in my body, I'm going to spread the word of love. I'm going to spread the word of love. The word of love is God. God is good. God is great. All over the world, all the time. We're going to push God. We're going to push righteousness. We're going to push love, not evil and hate. Love, not hate, will make the world great. Remember that, kings and queens, keepers of the dream. I love you. Let's rise.